What is up, guys? It is Kenniron here, and I'm not a Magic YouTuber. I usually don't cover Magic the Gathering on my channel, but there are a few exceptions, and sometimes I just like to talk about it. So, most of you probably know already that Wizards put out a new banned list for Standard, and boy, has it got me a bit concerned, actually. Now, I don't like net decking, and I personally love homebrewing, and whenever decks dominate, meta decks dominate for far too long, it it gets annoying. It really does, because you go there, you're playing the same decks over and over again, and you just get tired of the same matches. So here's the banned list so far. So this goes into effect January 19th, 2018. And it was announced January 15th, which will probably be the day this video goes out. But anyway, so the first card we have is Attune with Aether, and that's you know the deal. It's the 1-drop green. You fetch a land and you get 2 energy. And honestly, I think that's actually a pretty good choice. It stops the mana fixing for a lot of energy decks, which have been really dominant lately, and it kind of forces you to tweak your mana base and tweak which cards you use. But at the same time, there's a bunch of other cards that go and fetch land. I mean, you could just run Evolving Wilds. You could run there's that 1-drop artifact that comes in tapped, but then like your next turn when it untaps, you can sacrifice it and get a basic land. I mean, there's stuff you can put in place of Attune with Aether, and the deck would still run very well. The mana fixing wouldn't really be much of a problem. I mean, honestly, the 2 energy that you get from Attune with Aether, I mean, it's good, don't get me wrong, but it's not that essential to the deck. The deck has many other ways to create energy just super easily, but it does make the deck a little bit slower, a little bit less consistent. So I think that overall wasn't a bad choice, although I probably would have just went ahead and gone straight with Long Tusk Cub on that one. So the next card you have is Rogue Refiner. That is really random. Like, when I saw that, I had to go Google like what it was just to make sure I had the right card in mind, because all it does is it's a 3-drop that drops in. It's I think a 2/2 or a 2/3, and it gets you 2 energy counters and you draw a card, and that's it. Honestly, it costs blue and green, which with Attune with Aether, the mana fixing wasn't hard to do. You could do blue-green and on turn 3, even in 3-color deck, but Rogue Refiner, it was just random. It's not like one of the defining cards of the deck. It just gives you a little bit of card advantage, a little bit of energy, and a small creature that does nothing. So honestly, I really didn't understand their choice on that one. Again, I would have just gone with Long Tusk Cub, or even, I don't know, Bristling Hydra. I like how Bristling Hydra plays, and I think because his ability costs 3 energy, which sometimes can be a bit of a problem because you have to watch how much energy you're using. Bristling Hydra is definitely an option, but again, I would have just gone with Long Tusk Cub. So why Rogue Refiner? I mean, even what is it, Whirler Virtuoso? He's a bigger problem than Rogue Refiner. Rogue Refiner just gets you to those better cards. It's not the better card. So I don't know. I feel like you should ban, or I feel like Wizards should have banned the better cards and not the cards that get you to the better cards quicker. So to me, that's a really iffy choice there. I mean, I'm glad they're still getting rid of a little bit of the energy play. I'm glad the energy play is getting, you know, at least a little bit weaker with that ban, but it's out there. It's really not not one of the options I would have given for a ban. The third card we see on the banned list is Rampaging Faucet. Sorry, if I can speak today. It's the 3-drop 3/3 with Menace, which is already really good. Then it also has other abilities saying players can't gain life, and whenever a creature enters the battlefield under a player's control, that player is dealt 1 damage. That, I don't know, I've never seen anyone play that. Maybe that's just my local meta game, but I've never seen that played, and I feel like they're just trying to make black-white vampires a thing. I feel like that's all they're doing, is just pushing black-white vampires by banning this card. And in the article, they did say that the reason they had made the card to begin with was to stop the Saheeli Rai and the Felidar Guardian combo. Well, you already banned Felidar Guardian, so why did you still need this card? And I don't know. I feel like that the card is really neat, and I like it personally. It's very good in Commander. I'll probably run it. I think I have a copy of it. And I don't know. This is another really random ban, but like I said in the article, they specifically talk about like White Rush, like Oketra's Monument type stuff, where it's just flooding the board with creatures and gaining life just to combat Ramanap Red. And if homebrewers are having to make the specific type of deck to combat Ramanap Red, then that's a problem. That should tell you something about Ramanap right there, that you really need to lower the power level. I mean, as far as I feel like white should be much more powerful in the metagame, because Solemnity single-handedly stops energy decks, and then you have, like they said, flooding the board, which is a really good thing in white right now, and considering vampires, they have lifelink, and they can give a bunch of tokens. So, like, I don't understand why white isn't in the metagame as much as it is. But again, Rampaging Faucet, he's another random card. I've never seen anyone play it, ever, and I don't understand why it's banned. It's like they're trying to ban it to keep something bad from happening, or to keep Ramanap from getting more powerful, but they could have just banned one of the better cards in Ramanap. And that moves me to the next card, the final card that they banned, which is Ramanap Ruins. That's also really random and really stupid. I don't understand why they would ban Ramanap Ruins out of all of the essential cards in Ramanap Red. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's certainly really annoying when someone finishes you off with Ramanap Ruins. But out of probably the 6 rounds I've played against Ramanap, since it's become a thing, I think I've only had 2 games where I was really affected by Ramanap Ruins. So, again, I don't understand that ban. And they talk about it as, oh, it lowers the player's starting life total, essentially, like the opponent's starting life total, because it's just a free little ability that they can't counter, they can't do anything about, they're going to lose 2 life. And so that's why they said they banned it. But if you're just trying to weaken Ramanap Red, I honestly would have gone with either Earthshaker Kenra or definitely Hazaret, even though he's not super essential. I might have even gone with what's the thing's name? The thing that gives you the monkeys, the monkey pirate lady thingy. I would probably have banned that, just because. Little ragamuffin ragavan thing. But that's all the bans that they have right now. But they also say that they're planning to ban or come out with another banned list in like February. Let's see, hang on. The article, I'm reading it right now. The article says, finally, we will have another banned and restricted announcement next month on February 12th. So they're waiting till after the Pro Tour, after Rivals of Ixalan. Honestly, that's just... When you have to make two bans like that back to back, that should tell you something about the way you're designing these sets and these cards. It's... I don't know. I don't really follow the meta game quite that much. I know it because I see it at my local gaming store, but it's just really bad that they have to ban these four. The only ban I agree with completely is Attune with Aether. The others are just random, and I don't know. I don't understand it. And then when you have to do another ban in next month, that's bad as well. Honestly, if it were up to me, I would have banned Longtusk Cub. I probably would have banned Attune with Aether. Probably would have banned Earthshaker Kenniron and Hazaret just to severely lower the speed and power of Ramanap Red while also keeping some of the essential cards. And then I would have also banned the Scarab God. I mean, honestly, the Scarab God, it gets on my nerves so much. The amount of card hate that I have put in a single deck just to go up against the Scarab God is ridiculous. And I see it in almost every deck except, see, I even see it in some energy decks, which is ridiculous. But the only deck I haven't really seen it in is a strict Timur energy and then a strict Ramanap Red. But every other deck I see Scarab God everywhere. And Hostagetaker. Good gosh, I hate Hostagetaker. Such a bad design for a card when you can just steal what they have already put on the field and then, you know, just play it for yourself permanently. That's just bad card design in my opinion. And I don't know. I don't like Hostagetaker. I don't like Scarab God. If I ever pull a Scarab God, I'm either gonna sell it, and if I can't sell it, I'm burning it. I'm just burning the card. I hate it. I even hate it in Commander. It's broken in Commander. But let's keep the bans getting even worse and worse. You have a problem with energy? Let's ban another insignificant card. Riparian Tiger. Get him out of here. Can't stand him. You have a problem with Ramanap Red? You think Red's too powerful? Let's get rid of one random card. How about Shock? No. Even better. Even better. Chandra Pyrogenius. Get rid of that card. That's way too powerful in Ramanap Red. You having problems with blue-black, with Grixis, with whatever? Get rid of Aether Squall Ancient. That's the strongest blue card in the game right now. Oh my goodness. Just get rid of all these random, insignificant cards, Wizards, because that's what you're doing. That is essentially what you are doing. You're not doing anything to these decks except Attune with Aether is the only good ban. I'll give you that one. But outside of that, you're not doing anything. You have a problem with people mana fixing too well, then just ban Evolving Wilds, ban Traveler's Amulet. Let's ban it in sealed formats too. You can't even use it in draft. If you pull it in draft, just rip the card to pieces, throw it in the trash can beside you, and just keep the packs moving along. Sure, some people will be short some cards, but hey, I mean, keep the basic land in there to make up for it. Overall, I think they're doing a poor job deciding which cards get banned, and honestly, they're just doing a poor job designing the cards in the first place. But that's honestly just my take on it. If you agree with these statements, or whatever you want to call them, these random riffs on Wizards, if you agree with all of this, then let me know. Let me know what you would have banned if it were up to you, or if you wouldn't have banned anything. Heck, I don't know, maybe you're just an idiot. Let me know if you're an idiot. But that's pretty much all I got for this one, so I'll see you guys in the next video. and Kenniron out.